Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium for the final home regular season match of the year as Detroit City FC squares up with Loudoun United FC. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. And John, as we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, there is a ton on the line here today.
The race to the playoffs presented by Terminix, all bunched up around the playoff line in the Eastern Conference. But for Detroit City tonight, the task is simple. Just win, baby.
And speaking of that, as we check out the clinching scenario for Detroit City FC, it starts off with, quote, just win, baby, but they need some help from their friends, too.
They'll be scoreboard watching, and you'd really like to have some of those things happen so you can punch your ticket before two difficult road matches.
Let's take a look at some of the chess pieces in action tonight. Our player to watch for Detroit City FC brought to you by the Finnish long drink, Devin Amu-Mensah. Tonight, his 120th all-time appearance with Detroit City FC. And John, I'll be the first to raise my hand and say, you take Devin Amu-Mensah for granted sometimes.
You know what? Who doesn't take him for granted? Stephen Carroll along the back line. They have been anchors for the defense. He is a worthy inductee into the Centurion Club.
Always seems to make the right play, as you talked about. On the other side, for Loudoun United, they have an opportunity here today, John, to do something they've never done during their time in USL Championship.
They got an easier road, and they've got some things where if they only get a point today, they can get help from their friends. But for them, the task is also simple. They want to get 3 points on the road.
And one of the men that have really stepped up this season for Loudoun United and has been an absolute problem, Abdelatif Abukura. He has been a factor Detroit City knows intimately.
12 goals on the season, and he has been a thorn in City's side in the past. The center back pair for Detroit City is going to be marking him all night long.
He can put balls in the back of the net at any given time, and he has done it here this season. When we come back, we will get you the starting 11s, and of course, we will kick it everything on the line here today. Detroit City FC, Loudoun United, we have it for you. Coming up next.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
Detroit City FC is brought to you by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. And Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Welcome back into historic Keyworth Stadium. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for Detroit City FC, brought to you by Detroit Medical Center, the official healthcare provider of DCFC.
Neil, it's the most healthy DCFC has been in lineup terms in a while. Darren Smith's back up top. Jesse Cedeno in the team of the week this week. They're going to need to pair up to run the offensive attack.
And on the other side for Loudoun United, their 11 brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. Playing a little short-handed here tonight, John.
They are. They have one player out with a red card suspension, another player out for international duty, the second and third highest goal scorers. The player I'm looking at is their keeper, 21 years old. Let's see how he handles Keyworth.
Of course, that is Ryan Jack. Very successful career at the University of Kentucky. Led the Sun Belt Conference in goals against, saves, clean sheets, pretty much everything. But this, you don't find this in the Sun Belt, this environment.
This is a little different, and it's going to be a fun day at Keyworth. Stands full, ready to send the City Boys out in style.
As we talked about in the open, playoff seating on the line, and we are underway at historic Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. 62 degrees at the opening kick. Fall is in full effect in the Detroit area. Momenza with the header. We talked about it in the open. 120 appearances now for Detroit City FC.
He and Leigh Jope will be inducted into the City Centurions Club after the match, as well as the Black Arrow Award being handed out to the team's MVP as voted on by fans. Typical end of season honors. And two worthy representatives of the City Centurion Club in Jope and in Momenza.
Yamazaki played that ball up. Cedeno was the target. Detroit City FC will get an opening minute corner, brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy.
Decent start here, Neil. Detroit City FC not allowing themselves to be pinned back.
Kobe Hernandez Foster makes his way to the corner. And John, he's flirted with putting a couple of these in the net directly. We've seen it on a couple of occasions.
He's able to put really good spin on the ball, and that makes defenders respect a number of different options and opens things up.
Corner comes flying in, and he tried to do it again, and the save was made by Ryan Jack.
Pardon, you almost called it. He spun that inside, and Jack, at the first time of asking, gets up and palms it over the bar.
You got a 21-year-old keeper. Put him to the test, right?
Make things difficult.
Another Spot Massage Therapy corner kick. That one's towards the back post and just went over top of the crossbar.
He wasn't fooling around.
Kobe Hernandez Foster just taking matters into his own hands. Now, he's not looking for a cross or anything like that. He's trying to score.
That he was trying to go for the top corner. That was all about get it right in on the keeper and go.
And that ball goes just over the line. Let's check out our keys to the game, brought to you by Suburban Hyundai of Troy.
Well, for Detroit City, this is it. You got to get 3 points at home. You're going to two tough road environments. You don't want to have to get too many points away from Keyworth Stadium to finish the season. And for Loudoun United, got to overcome. They got two of their top three goal scorers out through either suspension or the international duty. They got to find somebody else who can put the ball in the back of the net. It can't be all about Abu Kura.
Yeah, the table doesn't care.
No.
Who's here, who's not here. The table cares. It's October 11th, and we're 3 weeks away from this being wrapped up.
Straight math. That's all the table cares about. What a series of games, though, in the USL race to the playoffs presented by Terminix. There have been some great matches over the last couple of weeks as teams are jockeying to try to host a playoff match and try to get into the playoffs. And the Eastern Conference has been a little tighter around that 7-8 spot than it has in recent years. It's a real battle to get those final two spots.
And John, we've seen it too. Teams that are already mathematically eliminated, Birmingham Legion, Miami FC. You play these matches though, and you feel the juice.
No,
when you're in there and you know something's on the line, you raise your game.
And you know what it becomes? It becomes playoffs of their own. They want to play spoiler.
We've seen some good efforts from sides that are mathematically eliminated, but they want others to feel their pain too. Beautiful ball up ahead. Yamazaki. Poke towards Darren Smith. Couldn't connect. Pressure from Ryan Williams. Ganyode. 6'2" center back. That call will go against Detroit City FC. Player down. It's Pedro Santos. Santos, 37 years old, spent his first decade of his career in the Portugal Premier Division. Signed with the Columbus Crew as a designated player back in 2017, played over 200 matches and scored 27 goals during his time there.
And by the way, Braga, not a run-of-the-mill club there. They have been up and around the European places, coming out of Portugal, not often a Champions League club, but they have been in the mix for playing in Europe. So he got some good experience at some of the higher levels of the European game in Portugal.
Loudoun United trying to get to the playoffs for the very first time as a part of USL Championship.
Really has been a complete transformation for them, Neil, since they were divested from DC United. Part of the reason that they're trying to fight for their first playoff spot is that for years they were the second team for DCU before the formation of MLS Next. So it wasn't really for them about winning and losing. It was about blooding guys and seeing who has the mettle to play in that league as a training ground for MLS. Then new ownership came in. They were the last club to not be a farm club, and the new ownership bought. USL Championship Eastern Conference was all independently owned. And since then, the new owners have really put a lot of money into the club and scouting.
And as Foster will touch it back to Amu Mensah. John City right now here in the 7th minute starting to sink in with possession.
And movement without the ball, which they have not always had this season.
Cedeno whips it in. Darren Smith couldn't quite get the toe on it. And there are 3 City players around the ball.
What you're seeing there, Neil, is that midfield diamond. A lot of passing options, a lot of movement options.
Ball controlled by Tommy McCabe. As that ball goes out. This Loudoun United side, as we talked about, looking to make the playoffs for the first time. Ryan Martin, their coach, was hired back in 2019. Spent a couple seasons as the FC Cincinnati assistant coach in 15 and 16. Was academy director for DC United as well. I've had a lot of conversations with Ryan Martin. He has done a fantastic job. And John, this is a side we've been talking about for the last couple of years. You could see the trajectory was moving up.
Absolutely. And part of that is the other part of his previous experience. He was involved in building the roster of the new MLS club, FC Cincinnati, when they came into the league from scratch. So he knows how to scout talent, and he's brought that to Loudoun United.
Ganyode with it.
That's great pressure on the ball. Really great pressure on the ball to force it back. I like City on the front foot here, trying to ask the questions early.
Pressure from Michael Bryant too up there towards the final third.
A lot of trust in your defensive teammates to press.
When Bryant comes back, Yamazaki moves back up to the midfield. That was the talk in the pregame, as you brought up, this City roster as healthy as they have been all season long. Zaki's pass taken away by Tommy McCabe. He had 11 matches for Detroit City FC. A couple of years ago, he's over 100 appearances in USL
It's that's really a fixture of the Loudoun squad. A lot of experience around USL Championship or in the European leagues. They're not the most veteran team, but the guys they do have, even young ones, have a lot of experience at this level.
Awua played that one towards the corner. Awua gets it back. Boy, nice find to McCabe. Towards the top of the D. There's a right-footed shot from Tingy. It was blocked away by Devin Amu-Mensah. So Loudoun United with their first dangerous possession of the afternoon into the evening.
Tingy's got a couple of goals on the year. He's got to step up and try to be a part of that attack today, especially as you talked about with Loudoun a little bit shorthanded. Look for him to move without the ball.
More space. That shot blocked by Stephen Carroll. Tingy had another go. Villanueva plays it away. Darren Smith was fouled.
And that foul is going to be the release foul, Neil, because you had started to see Loudoun move the ball forward into the attacking third, set up those defensive triangles once they got control of the ball to cut down the passing lanes, and then you get a foul and you can kind of flip things back again and get yourself out of trouble and make Loudoun respect the middle of the field and move back.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify, Smart Banking, Fearless Football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of Detroit City FC.
Bryant getting forward again. This is a more advanced role than we're used to seeing him in. Danny Dicchio trying to give a different look.
You can tell he wants to go too. He'll drop back, edge back up, then he drops back again. You can see it there in your screen.
Neil, in all my years of covering soccer, I've come up with a few immutable truths. And one of them is that every defender on the planet wants to be a forward.
Right.
So if they can get forward, they will do it. They'll want to have a go. Or almost every defender. I think Stephen Carroll's happy where he is.
Ryan Jack drops it down. Darren Smith trying to make life uncomfortable for him. Herrera pings it out. Bryant looking direct for Cedeno. That ball will go out of play.
But that's a field position thing. Got it up there, get a throw, set things up.
Yamazaki with a great turn. Official says play on.
Oh, that's a great press there. Not allow Valu to go forward.
Beautiful throw in. Cedeno touches it up ahead. Darren Smith had it headed away at the last moment. Boy, what a heads-up play.
Assistant said that stayed in, so we play on. Partner, this is shaping up to be a good old N10 ding-dong here. Both of these clubs on the front foot wanting to go.
Montez Juve wanted a handball call. He will not get it. Great play by Villanueva. Good anticipation, but couldn't quite keep the control. There's a giveaway to Ryan Williams.
Switching. Try it.
Hernandez Foster gets it back. How about this? It's been a minute since you've seen Detroit City FC, I mean, go side to side like this.
They are finally, and maybe it's the health and maybe it's the ability to shuffle the deck a bit. They're using the wings again.
And defenders.
And part of that, though, is that Loudoun is leaving that open because they're trying to get forward themselves. And so it allows, on kind of that counter, the ability to move forward and get into space.
Awua tosses it in. Bryant clears it out. Akinyode.
Oh, nice. That's a great little press there. Waited, baited, and then pressed the ball.
They list Akinyode at 6'2", but I'm telling you, man, he looks a lot bigger than everybody else out there.
I was going to say, we surprised you that he's bigger measurement. Or that's a measurement in bare feet. Crouching down a little bit.
You don't want any part of that man, I think, in an aerial duel.
No, not at all. Nice movement. That is something we haven't seen in the last few home games from Detroit City. The touch passes, the movement is there.
Mensa tracks back. Herrera with it. He'll go direct, looking for Cedeno. Overcooked it slightly.
Good recovery, though. Way to follow that if you're a City player in the middle. Didn't allow themselves to give up on the play. They give up possession here, but not for lack of trying.
Ua on the left side here had an avenue to make a run. This portion of the broadcast, as that ball sent up, Stephen Carroll wins the header as he usually does. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. This part of the broadcast brought to you by SeatGeek, your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats. And fans, the USL on CBS Sports Network closes out October with a Championship Western Conference showdown. Playoff-bound New Mexico United take on Oakland Roots SC Sunday, October 19th at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on the CBS Sports Network. Minutes into this one, Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. 62 degrees at the opening kick. It'll be about 59 by the time we wrap this thing up. An historic Keyworth Stadium. Two teams that can finish today in the playoffs, depending on what happens around them. But of course, central to that, 3 points that are on the line here tonight. Pressure, Darren Smith. 1-2 doesn't quite connect.
It was a really nice attempt, though. And Aua just couldn't get there fast enough, but he turned around his man. There was space up the wing.
That was a textbook counter opportunity, wasn't it?
If that connects, that's trouble in a hurry. Look for more of that from Loudoun United tonight.
McCabe will touch it out. Tingy. Harrison Tubbs. Tubbs just 23 years old, has a homegrown contract with DC United. Signed that back in 24. Played over 20 matches for the MLS side. Juve flicks it ahead. Darren Smith has been lurking. As a target up top. Yamazaki again. Just the work rate. Consistent work rate. All the time. It is first pro
this
season.
Could be trouble. Nice job.
Touched away by Herrera.
That started to slow, and I thought the Loudoun player was going to catch up to it.
Florian Velo, the 32-year-old veteran, played his college soccer at Rider, signed with New York Red Bulls 2 after college. Made it all the way up to the MLS side. Played 43 matches for New York Red Bulls from 2018 to 2021.
Also spent time with FC Cincinnati, and he's old man River of the bunch. He's the oldest goal scorer in the history of Loudoun United. So he's had some miles on the clock, but he's that veteran presence.
Whistle goes against Detroit City FC. In the action, though, allows us to remind you what's on the line for Detroit City FC here tonight. They get a win and a Tampa Bay loss or draw at Rhode Island, an Indy loss at Pittsburgh. They get the X next to their name.
But none of those last two matter if you don't do the first.
Correct. I love this part of the season, with and or. It's my favorite part of the season.
You know, and we get it in the NFL. We get it all over the place, and I love it.
Yep.
Because it gives some juice to the other matches.
Speaking of juice, here comes Atez Juf.
Oh, that's a nice defensive play.
Yes, it was.
Juf left it open a little too much. As it bounced in, he was trying to turn the body and get the angle, and in so doing, he left the ball just a little too open.
Garrison Tubbs took advantage, and he had to be right. And he was. Atez Juf, man, he looks to turn as good as anyone in this league that I've seen. Let her back up towards the 6. Amu Mensah came in to give one a lash. Fanned on it.
He was trying for the volley. Going for the golazo. Player down for Loudoun, no foul, we play on. City under no obligation to put it out.
Villanueva sends it to Kobe Hernandez Foster. Kobe to cross right into the mitts of Ryan Jack.
A little bit of a miss hit for Kobe, Neal. You could tell he was trying to spin that back and away from Jack, where he had two runners in to try to put a head on the ball. Unfortunately, it took more of a straight trajectory. Jack's able to come out and make the easy catch.
Down player for Loudoun United back up. And this flag will be up, I believe, and it is. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Old Nation Brewing Company, celebrating 10 years of independent and respectfully brewed beers.
I gotta tell you, watching USL Championship soccer with an Old Nation in your hand, it's a good combo, my friend.
That could be in play this evening. It's a heavy favorite, I'll say it like that.
What do you mean could?
It's a heavy favorite. Santos overcooks that touch. Goal coming up for City. Cross into the 23rd minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Cedeno trying to get back up to his feet.
I think we're about to get our first talking to.
Luis Diego Arroyo, the head referee here tonight. Art Arustamayan, AR1, AR2, Christopher Slane. Fernando Pena, the fourth official, as your officiating crew.
So it's Pena taking the bullets.
Correct.
From the bench.
We always highlight the fourth official here during the matches here at Keyworth.
Chiefly because it's just a horrible job. You're basically a flak jacket for the rest of the officiating crew.
A human shield. That's pretty much what you are. So Fernando Pena, our broadcast crew always salutes you, the fourth official. It's kind of akin to me between my wife and my family. You know, where you're in the middle, like the holiday plans. Or are we going to do this? Why don't we do this? And you get that from both sides, and you're just like, okay.
Brother, look, and I love your family, but I'm gonna be real with you. You're not in the middle. You're down at the bottom.
Yeah, 100%.
You just go where
just caught in the middle. Cedeno things it across, and that was picked off.
quarter of the way in here, Neil, and what I like to see is that I think this game is going to be 90 minutes of entertaining, fun soccer, because both of these teams, and you talked about the if and or and all the scenarios, both of these teams are coming and playing for a win. You're not looking at a road team who would be fine stealing a point. And because both have to play to win, there's going to have to be some open space. We're going to have counters. It's what happens when you get both teams knowing they want to go for the three.
And Loudoun United's taken advantage of it on a couple of opportunities. And not just out of the counter. It's been through build-up. We've seen those channels that you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a foul. He stepped on it. Unlicensed referees didn't like it. But he stepped on it.
Santos with it. Said his name a lot. Here comes Cedeno looking to facilitate. Aaron Smith. Ryan Williams will play it back.
If he could have let it out front there, Smith was gone.
Mensa with some trouble. That ball's turned over and a cross. Sent over the top.
Oh, City very lucky there.
Below was lurking.
That's a bad giveaway, and they are let off the hook by a bad cross.
Tommy McCabe sends it across. Tingy. Tingy played his college soccer at Stanford, signed a homegrown contract with the San Jose Earthquakes back in 2023. Couple goals on the season for Loudoun United. Bad giveaway there by Awua. Just lost it off his foot.
I really like this look of Michael Bryant in a more advanced position. He's facilitated some things, and he's unafraid to challenge the ball. It's nice seeing him out on the wing.
Tries to connect with Juve, and ball will be escorted over the goal line, so goal kick coming up. We talked earlier about Ryan Jack getting the start at the keeper spot for Loudoun United. He's 21 years old, fresh out of college at the University of Kentucky. Kobe Hernandez-Foster put him to the test a little bit off a corner kick, but all in all, Loudoun United's done a good job of limiting the amount of saves he's had to make. Bryant. Tommy McCabe comes across. Beautiful ball. Abukura, first time we've said his name, 27 minutes into this match. But it only takes a moment for him, as we saw earlier in the season. Loudoun United got a 3-2 win against Detroit City FC back on June 14th. Which feels like a lifetime ago. Abukura had a brace in that match, and he was a force, bottom line.
Hopefully, if you're Detroit City, you'll learn from that. Contain him better.
Kura tried to step through with it. Montez Juve flattened.
Stephen Carroll beginning the politicking.
There's Michael Bryant. Yamazaki tried to step through and was fouled. He's shaken up a bit. Take a look at our Fago replay.
It's starting to get a little physical in here, Neil, and that, you know what, that's good. That's a good decision, no booking. It's a foul, and it's hard, but That's actually a good decision not to bring out the card. Well refereed.
I think Haruki Yamazaki would disagree with you, but
well,
you're probably correct.
There's no pain calculation. I didn't say it didn't hurt.
Mensah sends it up towards the 6. Michael Bryant gets ahead on it. Kobe Hernandez-Foster couldn't control it. It nearly won it back, and Cedeno was called for the foul. Well, Mr. John Krieger, about a half hour into this one. Your thoughts?
I think it's honors even, really, Neil. I think both of these teams have come out to play. I think they're on the front foot. It's a really good thing. And I think it's been very even in terms of the chances and who's had the flow of the match. I don't think a whole lot separates these two clubs. Tactically, I love what City are doing. They're more aggressive. They're pressing the ball. Loudoun United has responded well. I think we're going to see a lot of direct balls today if the first 30 minutes are any indication. And so if you're a defensive player on either side, you got to watch that over the top.
Mensah will drive it up. Ball will trickle over the line. Fans, you can watch USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Charleston Battery will take on Birmingham Legion Saturday, October 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern on 2DN. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL television listings.
We've got a number of audiences today, Neil.
That ball whipped across and played away by Keegan Tingy. Well, you're absolutely correct. Speaking of 2DN, of course, this match available in Spanish on 2DN.
And we'd also like to say hello to the folks that are listening on Sirius XMFC. As we have a bit of a radio call today. Welcome to Keyworth Stadium.
It's good to have you.
And if you're just tuning in, the first 30 minutes, no goals, but a fairly even, solid front foot soccer game.
That ball will trickle across the touchline on the far side. Throw for Detroit City FC, Devin Amu-Mensah. Toss it in. A lot of respect for the career arc of Devin Amu-Mensah. Tore his ACL back in 2022. Here's a guy, and look, John, we've seen it because we've seen his career play out. Overlooked in the world of professional soccer. That's a very fair statement because here he is 120 matches later with Detroit City FC. Multiple USL Championship playoff appearances. He had to grind his way through. He's had to overcome adversity, and this will be a booking against Ryan Williams. And the crowd is not happy about it. Santos down on the turf.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't see the foul at first. It was a little bit behind the ball. But we've got our standard for the first booking now. I'll want to compare this to the foul against Yamazaki. You know what that's gonna, you know what that falls under? One of the points of emphasis for USL Championship this weekend, or not this weekend, but this year, I should say, Neil, is bookings for the stopping of a promising attack. So if the official deems that if he's not fouled there, that there was a serious attack on for Loudoun United, it's going to be something that they adjudicate, and it's one of the 4 main points of emphasis this year that Pro gave to its referees. So I didn't see a whole lot different than the foul on Yamazaki, but there was different.
Other than the scenario.
Other than the scenario. And when it's a point of emphasis, it's a point of emphasis, start of the season to the end of it.
Yellow cards brought to you by the Seva Law Firm. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Prinks Tires. Player still down for Loudoun United. On the TV side, you get a look at this crowd. Always big crowds here at Keyworth Stadium, Detroit City FC. Pound for pound, some of the best sports fans in America. You can put this environment up against many in the pantheon of American sports.
And I'd put it up there size-wise, pound for pound, as you say, against a lot of environments in world sport. Never forget that these fans in the stadium, and particularly a lot of them across the way that you see at the top of your screen, basically loaned this club money as part of an investment program that was available in Michigan to rehab this stadium and make it Detroit City FC's ground. So there's a lot of heart from the community and from this club back to it.
Montez Juve will be called for the foul.
Yeah.
Loudoun United want another booking, but will not get it.
See, but that doesn't meet the point of emphasis there. So, yeah, it's a foul. Yeah, it's a hard foul, but that's going toward Loudoun's net. Here on the cam. Yeah, he put two hands in his back, but I don't think it was a hard shove. I think the Loudoun player felt two hands on his back, and when you get that kind of, extension, you're going to get called for a foul.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Wayne State. Wayne State, proud to be the official higher education partner of Detroit City Football Club.
Had a couple of Wayne State nights this year at the stadium. Students shuttled in from campus.
Cedeno looks to turn, lost his footing. There's Pedro Santos, the veteran. Couldn't get enough mustard on the hot dog that time, though. Bryan intercepts. 1-2 to Cedeno from Smith. Now Smith makes a run. Can he get on the end of it? And he's cut off by Garrison Tubbs, but a corner coming up for DCFC.
So good from Detroit City FC on the wings this match. This is better than we've seen in probably the last 5 home games. And Darren Smith kept going after the little 1-2, just a little too much on it. Skidded off the artificial surface and out. Although they say it's a city corner, so shepherded out by a Loudoun player.
This corner brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. Ryan Williams will take it. Williams sends it towards the back post. Bryant heads it down. McCabe will get it out of the 18. Cedeno to Williams. Williams tried to cross it, and that will go out for another corner.
I believe this is City's 4th corner of the match. They've had some close runs.
Cedeno will give way to Kobe Hernandez Foster, who on 2 earlier corners literally tried to score and nearly did both times.
Had Ryan Jack on his toes.
Goes short to Cedeno. Back to Kobe Hernandez Foster. Kobe Hernandez Foster, boy, great anticipation as that ball was taken away by Amari Glasgow. And Loudoun United right now politicking for another booking.
So here's the fun part of that. If he had made contact with the Loudoun player the first time he tried to grab him, it's probably a booking. But the secondary contact wasn't as severe and really wasn't pulling back. Watch him come in here. He tried to grab him there. If he brings him down there, he's going in the book. But the secondary contact, really not as much. And so, yeah, the decision to just make it a common foul is probably the more correct one. But if he'd been able to grab his jersey the first time, they'd have absolutely had a booking.
Former Detroit City FC player Tommy McCabe was trying to roll it out to Awua, and there may be a miscommunication, I don't know, but Awua and Tommy McCabe, as the ball was literally just kicked over the touchline, a little bit animated with each other. Some hand gestures from Awuwa to Tommy McCabe. I don't see that very often.
I think just shows you how heated this contest is. And by the way, it's been played at a frenetic pace.
It certainly has been.
Legs are going to be an issue late going. It's probably better for both teams that it's not a week ago here at Keyworth Stadium when it was 94 on the pitch. But stamina will be an issue in this contest.
When that ball comes through, Velo has it. Touches it out wide. Skundrich.
So good to send it out for a throw instead of the corner, allowing the Loudoun player to get foot on ball. Easier to defend a throw in this situation.
So throw deep in that corner. Loudoun United will toss it in. Ball sent in, flicked across, and Herrera comes off the line to make the grab.
I think that might have been dangerously close to a city hand.
Herrera booms it out. Cedeno screened off, getting towards the keeper, Ryan Jack, who now will pick it up.
You know what that was, though, from Herrera? That's a script flipper. That's all about let things set up again. If we concede possession, fine, but now look at the fact that the city's been able to move forward and set up the press.
I just call that real estate acquisition.
Really well-controlled challenge to get possession for Loudoun.
Lowe will play it back, and I'll tell you this, Loudoun United over the last 5 minutes, they've settled into some possession. They've been the aggressor. Quinote rolls it across. Cedeno tracked back to take it away.
You know who's had a really good match positionally? Darren Smith. He's doing a lot of running up front, really trying to press the ball. We haven't seen him in the box get service, but he's really taking on that team attitude. Coming back, helping in midfield.
Santos sends one towards the back post. It's crossed, and the captain, Stephen Carroll, heads it away. Ryan Williams tried to step through with it. Loudoun United will keep it. Awuwa on the left wing. Santos toe pokes it. Abukura couldn't quite run it down.
5 minutes to go before the break, with stoppage time included, although I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot. And it's all about now, these are 5 key minutes in this contest.
There's been a switch in the field.
Yes.
Herrera sent it down. Kura will get ahead on it. Ryan Williams. Cedeno battles. Tommy McCabe comes up to take it.
You know where Loudoun really have had an advantage is in the aerial duel department. They've won a lot of those header balls, ended up with possession.
Zaki throws it in. Smith. Santos. Yamazaki tracked him down. Yamazaki won the throw.
The more I watch Yamazaki play, the more I am convinced he is an absolute master of the dark arts. He will frustrate people and just.
But it's very low key.
It is, and you don't see it coming. But he's just an annoyance for opponents.
Ryan couldn't keep it. Awuwa will throw it in. Played his college soccer at UConn. He was drafted by New York City FC in the 2017 draft. Played 10 matches for them. Signed with Lou City back in 2023. Has been very active on that left wing. We've said his name a ton.
See, that's Yamazaki winning a challenge, and he had his hand on the Loudoun player all the way through that challenge there. He's just so skilled at this. Oh, Darren Smith, just good aggression on the ball. Couldn't get the possession, but forces Loudoun to move it backward.
Yode very animated right now, saying, where are the guys at?
Loudoun doing a little ball watching in midfield right now. City will take that. You got to take advantage of situations like that. Keep pressing, keep moving. Darren Smith again, just turning on the legs and asking the question as we go into stoppage time.
It'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Awuah the target. Sets it down with his chest, steps through. Awuah shot. Herrera makes the save.
Tough angle for Awuah, but he fought through a challenge. Puts it on frame. Herrera tested and level to it.
Check out the Fago replay, and John, this falls into that category. Sometimes you just got to go make a play, and Awuah did.
And he absolutely beat the challenge of Yamazaki, had a clear shooting lane, chose to go for it himself from a tough angle. Herrera read it well, good positioning, makes the catch. If you're going to score from that angle, you really got to put more into the shot.
Skundrich will roll it back to midfield. Awuah again on the left wing. McCabe for Abukura. Abukura looked for a whistle and didn't get it. Michael Bryant just jogs back to his spot.
And the game ball ends up in a trash can on the near side.
Bryant standing over the throw. Bukura finds Velo. Velo drives it towards the back corner. A run towards that back post. Boy, Glasgow really accelerated and almost got on the end. And there is the halftime whistle. So 45 minutes in the books. A very strong close to the first half for Loudoun United.
They have really turned it on in the last 15. City will want to get adjustments done at the halftime break and in the dressing room. Been a great end-to-end soccer match, probably a deserved 0-0 score, but City's got to find a way in their home finale to pick up the points in the second half.
So we will take our first halftime break. As always, halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 0-0 the score. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him 2! Kicks through 2 defenders! Oh, what a goal by Juve! Service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
There's There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue, grab a friend and a jersey too and chant like you give a damn.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Back to historic Keyworth Stadium, 0-0 the score through the first 45 minutes of play. Neil Rule, John Krieger back here with you. But all in all, John, very entertaining first half. Loudoun United with a strong close.
You know what? They really stepped into the game and they started to win some aerial duels. That's been absolutely the key to the last 15 minutes. Got to keep it up after the break.
So earlier in the broadcast, we talked about historic Keyworth Stadium. Of course, the news has broken. Detroit City FC currently constructing their new forever home. Of course, Alumnify Field is in progress right now as we speak. Let's take a look at it.
Really, just on behalf of the club, I want to thank you guys all for coming out. This is a colossal moment in the history of our club, and it means everything to see our friends, our neighbors, our teammates, our partners, the community, and of course our supporters all in one place to share this special news. Yeah, I mean, the stories were remarkable, right? You know, what started as an effort to bring together neighbors in the city back in 2010, and that neighborhood league took off. And through it, a group of guys got to know each other, and over beers on Michigan Avenue, we dreamt of having a team here in Detroit. And lo and behold, here we are 15 years later, and we've acquired 17 acres of land bridging these communities.
This is an exciting opportunity for our organization to partner with an organization that shares our values. Not only do we have the honor of naming the field, but we have the honor of investing and committing to the community.
We know for this very special club, this very special community, the expectations are so much higher for this venue. We're working every day to build a home worthy of Detroit, sized for the community that fits into the fabric of this neighborhood. And with that, I'm proud to say this will also be the only privately owned and privately financed stadium in Detroit, meaning it's the only pro stadium that pays property taxes. So we're going to time it perfectly with the drum rolls. They're all over so you can see them walk around. Send a look at it if you have any questions.
Two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Juve! Chris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City! Leans back, hits one further! What a hit! Here's Wilson! He stays out and the Roots have a lead!
Whoa, using a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a love take a love for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was
Put the love right on me.
totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Detroit City FC is brought to you by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City. And Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Neil Rule, John Krieger back here with you. Let's take a look at what's popping in and around USL Championship. Of course, Hartford Athletic claimed the USL Jägermeister Cup, their first ever trophy. And it's not really a fluke, John, because we saw them putting it together right around June. They started making a move.
We did indeed, but that's still tough going out to Sacramento and winning in that environment. And how about that number? 2 million fans coming into USL Championship grounds this season. We surpassed, as a league, 2 million fans in attendance when Lou City drew 98,75. It just shows you, whether it's watching on TV, listening on the radio, or in stadiums, USL Championship continues to be on the rise.
Well, it's just a staggering number when you think about it. 2 million fans for USL. That is a lot of people.
Catching the train and enjoying a great league.
No doubt about that. Let's take a look at the USL Championship schedule around the league. Of course, we all know Loudoun United fans and Detroit City FC fans will have their eye on one match in particular.
There are a couple of matches here. First of all, that Indy 11 match at 7 o'clock in Pittsburgh. And you've also got Tampa Bay going to Rhode Island. Those are key to both teams on the pitch right now. They'd like to be able to scoreboard watch with 3 points in the bank.
And that is what both of these sides are looking for here tonight. And then they will kick back and hope for the results that they need later on this evening. Of course, Las Vegas Lights, Oakland Roots as well. And FC Tulsa and San Antonio, that'll be a good one.
That will be an absolutely great match in the Western Conference. And that still is a bunched-up playoff picture. Just shows you how deep this league is.
We will take our final break and come back and get you the second half of action. It's all on the line still. Everything to play for at Keyworth. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Here's Smith again, the chance! Give him two! Hits through two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Juve! Service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon. No hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more? Spend smarter? Build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Just about ready to rock for the second half. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Let's check out the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play. And John, Detroit City FC put Loudoun United to the test early.
They did indeed. Kobe Hernandez Foster, 21st minute. And quickly a chip in out wide. And here's a cross into the box. And Hernandez Foster tested Ryan Jack, and he was there. So Detroit City FC had a couple of chances on corners and that attempt, but not much else going toward net. Then in stoppage time in the first half, great ball out wide. Awua takes it on the chest and absolutely beats Yamazaki. Steps in, instead of leaving it off for a runner, he decides to have a go. If you're going to do it from that angle, you got to put something behind the ball. He didn't. Easy catch for Herrera, and we're 0-0 headed to the second half.
Let's check on our halftime stats. And there you see, John, really the shots. Surprising. Detroit City FC, no shots. Their damage was done. Actually, their best scoring opportunities were off corners.
They were indeed. And Loudoun, only 2 shots on target. It's been a great end-to-end game, but the finishing hasn't been there. Whoever finds the finishing gets the spoils here in the second 45.
So we are ready to go for the second half. One substitution for Detroit City FC. Kobe Hernandez Foster has come out. Jay Chapman is on, the former All-American for the Michigan State Spartans. And the second half is underway. Ryan Williams with the control. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you.
You know, Neil, I got to be honest, I did not see the Kobe Hernandez Foster sub coming. Jay Chapman coming on makes me think that Danny Dicchio might want to do something a little different tactically. But Hernandez Foster's provided you decent service, unless he's picked up a knock somewhere that I don't know about. That's a very interesting sub at the half.
Yamazaki tried to go back to Darren Smith. And this portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. DTE recommends installing carbon monoxide detectors in your home and business today. To Jay Chapman. They're 3 defenders. Villanueva has it with some space. Joe pokes it ahead, but Yamazaki couldn't get out to it. Bryant will throw it in. Mensa just went over the top of Chapman. Jay Chapman's done it all in a game of soccer. Over 110 MLS matches played for Toronto FC, Inter Miami. Scored a goal for the Canadian national team. We talked about his time as first team All-American at Michigan State. As we said, he has done it all at a high, high level.
If you take a look at the Prinks performance standings, by the way, Neil Rule, what happens if both of these teams draw? Well, first of all, Detroit City FC picks up a point, and they would go to 36 points. That would put them 4 ahead of Indy 11, but really it's 5 because they hold the tiebreaker.
That's as Juve has it. Tried to go across to Villanueva. Pass was cut out. It was a prime opportunity. Chapman made up some ground quickly. Zaki unable to come up with it. And here's Abukura into the 18. Abukura shot and Herrera turns it away.
So well read by Herrera and Abukura. We said he was going to be someone who could make a play at a moment's notice in our open, and boy, that was almost it. Turned, and I think the angle just a little too shallow, but look at his control. And Carroll didn't come out and challenge him, and he had a free shooting lane, and Herrera read it well because of the angle and was able to palm it out for the corner.
Abukura will move over to serve the corner. Made his debut for Loudoun United at the age of 16 as that corner goes off to the side of the goal. Remember, he's just 20 right now. Tremendous talent, 12 goals this season. Not many guys have 27 goals on their roster in USL Championship at 20 years old. He does.
He's just so gifted. There's a reason he plays for his national side at the under-20 level, or has played. And I would not be surprised to see him move up into that senior Egypt team in the next few years.
I would concur. He could be the next USL product that you flip on the World Cup, and there he is doing something. Ricardo Pepi, of course, comes to mind. Product of the USL League One. That ball goes out in a corner coming up. For Detroit City FC, Cedeno will serve it. Corner kicks brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. City's had a lot of these corner opportunities. Can they cash one in? Cedeno drives it back post. Ryan Jack makes the grab.
That's an easy catch for Jack, and we've got a City player down who took a shot. The way he's holding it, took a shot to the face. Stopped for contact to the head. I don't think the referee had a good look at this.
It happened behind the play.
Yamazaki took a shot.
Let's see what the eye in the sky saw. Right there.
Hand up in the neck. He got tagged in the neck with an extended arm. So a foul called, but nothing more. City can throw this into the mixing bowl.
Ryan Williams, Jesse El Cedeno standing over it. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify. Smart banking, fearless football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of Detroit City FC. Here we go. Cedeno runs up, drives it towards the back post, and it was flicked on by Darren Smith.
Nice clearance and a good touch on the counter. Look out.
Abukura did very well. He plays it up, and Yamazaki tracks back, and he will take no chances. And maybe sent it out of the stadium.
How about the end-to-end game for Yamazaki today? He's been up trying to give service through midfield and attack, and he has been a speedster coming back to cut off several counter attempts by Loudoun United today.
Juve had it and lost it. Abukura takes control of it. Yamazaki takes it away. What a play.
Too much of a heavy touch. And Yamazaki made a great play. And now City will have possession back. City fans wanted a foul as Loudoun dispossessed the City player. Weren't going to get it. He got the ball.
Oh. Chapman, cheeky little back heel. Here's Darren Smith. Chapman. Villanueva. Give it to Juve on the wing. Here we go. Juve 1v1. Juve turns on the Jets. Juve lets the shot go. And it's cleared out by Garrison Tubbs.
And Tubbs sacrificed the body because that had some pepper on it. And he took it in the head. That's putting your body on the line for your teammates. Because watch Juve, bye-bye, I'm going to beat you. And put some into it, and that's off the top of the forehead at speed.
Tubbs taking a second to get back to his feet.
I don't blame him. That shot has some sizzle.
Another corner brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. Ryan Williams lines things up. Driven in, cut out. Bryant went down, wanted a whistle, didn't get it.
Was never going to get it.
Ryan Williams sends it back to Villanueva. Boy, John, look at how aggressive City on that corner. Herrera lost his footing. That was nearly disaster. Williams sends it up into space. And Darren Smith nearly stepped through with it. Akinyode fortunate to keep it.
Well, the truth of it is, you talked about City being aggressive. The truth of it is that in terms of the broader playoff picture, a draw helps only minorly. City know they need to get 3 points, and so I don't think there's a scenario where the draw helps them as much as trying to go for the win and possibly losing.
And Yamazaki, I believe, will go in the books with a yellow.
Okay, good look there. Referee makes the decision. Yamazaki, I think, will feel that he is hard done by. Then again, Yamazaki's had his hands on a lot of players today. This might be one of those accumulation things.
So Yamazaki in the books, Ryan Williams in the books. We'll see what impact that has on Danny Dicchio's substitutions coming up. He's already made one. Ryan J. Chapman. Kobe Hernandez Foster. Driven in over top of everyone. So never dangerous. John, you can feel the tension.
This crowd is on edge.
Yes, they are, and Herrera under some pressure.
And gives it away.
Loudoun United gave it back. But you can feel it. When you start to get near that hour mark, that's when stuff becomes real.
Yeah, we're at the business end of things. In the season and in this match.
Chapman steps up. Bryant. Yamazaki taken down.
And so the unlicensed referees are saying, why wasn't the Loudoun player in the book? Not really a bookable offense.
Aaron Smith fights through some contact.
Giveaway there. Look out for the counter. Very lucky for City that there was no runner to switch it to on the near side.
Oh, and Amu Mensah was waving his hand.
Careful, Devin. You might go in the book for dissent. Referee took a long look at Amu Mensah after that hop. He needs to walk away from the situation, and he's going to get a talking to, and he's going to go in the book for dissent. You can't do that. You remonstrate with the official, bad things are going to happen.
Well, how about that? The veteran move by Jay Chapman. He put his arm around the official, said, "Come here, let's talk real quick." Just de-escalating the situation with Amu Mensah.
That's a really veteran move. But the minute that Amu Mensah hopped and the referee took a long look at him, you knew he was thinking about it.
The whistle sounds and we'll get back to soccer. Pushing towards an hour. And the crowd wanting Loudoun United to move the ball. Amu Mensah flicked that across, but Glasgow gets on the end of it. He'll whip one in and it goes behind the goal. Crowd get behind their side. Herrera moves everybody forward. He'll put the boot to it. Herrera drives it. Amu Mensah steps up to take it away. Chapman, can he turn with it? Yes, he can. Darren Smith got stepped on.
And City draw the foul. The unlicensed referees want to know why there's not a booking.
Stephen Carroll also wants to know. Stephen Carroll's got that. He's got that smile on his face while putting his arms out. And there's a quick restart, a little too quick.
Yeah, referee wasn't in a position to allow the restart to happen. Now, the yellow cards in this match, 3 for Detroit City and none for Loudoun United, which means Loudoun United needs to be really careful because
any borderline will be a book.
Somebody's going in the book.
Yep.
So you've got to play clinically, tactically clean football because the folks in green out there are going to be watching.
Here we go. Cedeno goes towards the back post. Michael Bryant was able to head it down. Couldn't do what he wanted to. Ryan Williams gets it back towards the top of the D, floats it in. Played across. Atez Juve has it. 2 defenders on him. Goes to Jay Chapman. Chapman whips a ball to the back post. That's redirected! And Darren Smith couldn't quite catch up to it right in front of the goal before Ryan Jack went to the turf to scoop it up.
The cross was initially toward Amu Mensah, but he couldn't get high enough. And Smith comes in behind and it gets redirected and City get their first shot on target.
Ball played over the line. And let's check out our Fago replay.
So the cross is going to come in here. Decent cross from Chapman. Amu Mensah kind of got tugged. It went across and Smith lurking on the other side. Puts it on Ryan Jack and he has to get down.
DCFC right now asking some questions. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by the Seva Law Firm. We're an hour in. And John, this is usually the time in the match. It says Juve 32.
He starts to do Juve things.
He does. He gets that ball on the wing, and if he gets man on man, he's looking to make a move.
So one thing to watch after halftime here, Neil, some of City's passes, while they are tactically correct, have been behind the receiver. You've seen a lot of players having to slow their run a little bit to receive the ball.
Abu Kura lets one go and sends it over top of the frame. Herrera was there the whole time.
So you got to work on leading that runner, putting it out in front, allowing them to receive the ball in stride.
Be a bit of a questionable strike there by Abu Kura, and that's one of those things, John. The stars of the game, and Abu Kura certainly is that. His chances have been fairly limited His touches have been fairly limited. Sometimes that wears on you.
And by the way, that's credit to Stephen Carroll and Devin Amumensa, who have really marked him well all match. He's only had the one shot on target late in the first half.
Jay Chapman gets around his man. Darren Smith tried to connect to Juve. Here's Chapman again. This toe poke was played down. Abukura has it.
You'll let him have it all day back there.
But you don't want him to have it here. Stephen Carroll turns it over. Velo with Abukura. Abukura inside the 18, touched away. Ball pinballs around. Glasgow has it. That's blocked. Juve comes back to get it. He's looking to go. And Juve
that's got to be
down,
yellow.
and this could be
that's
the
got to
booking,
be yellow.
and it
Yep.
is.
Absolutely. Same scenario as we saw in the first half on the tug. That is the stopping of a promising attack because Juve has speed. So you sit there and you see him break and he wins the challenge and he's taken down by a guy leaving the leg in right there. And if he gets by that challenge, he's off to the races. So again, that goes back to the USL Championship point of emphasis. We've seen one booking for each team now based on that kind of perceived emphasis this season.
Carroll will roll it back. Michael Bryant. Yamazaki get on the end of it. He cannot. McCabe will roll it out. Glasgow at midfield. Tried to send it up. Ryan Williams sent it back. Looked like with a back heel also.
Neil, this match is slowly devolving from a tactical setup to the kind of soccer you'd see played in the street cages in London. This is all about skill, just trying to beat skill right now. And the pace has gotten frenetic.
Abukura threads it through to Tingy. Tingy felt some contact, took an immediate dive to the turf, bounced right back up. Mensa cuts that cross away. Villanueva will play it out towards Darren Smith. We talked about the job that Stephen Carroll, Amo Mensah, and the crew have done against Abukura. Loudoun United's been just as good limiting Darren Smith.
Absolutely, and Artez Juve. They've really limited his ability to impact. He's had a couple of those runs, but not many. There's a good ball over the top, though, for him.
Chapman finds Juve. Juve steps up to it. Juve plays it across. Cedeno to Darren Smith, lays it off, and the shot from Yamazaki goes wide of the bar.
Sadie's best chance of the afternoon, and it goes just wide. And Yamazaki knows that he's got to get that on frame. But first, great job by the Loudoun defense to step back and recover on Artez Juve. Two players tracking back, cutting us off his ability to turn inside. And Darren Smith's got to go. You're the forward. He left it off for Yamazaki. He had the opportunity to turn and shoot. And he is a forward for Detroit City. It's his job to put the ball in the back of the net. I know he's trying to be unselfish, but sometimes as a forward, you got to be a little bit selfish.
Santos pings it up. Amari Glasgow's found a lot of joy over here on this right wing. Can't get on the other end of it.
Danny Dicchio looking like he's readying some subs on the sideline. Trainer coming on to attend to a Loudoun player. And Isaiah LaFleur is going to make his appearance in this contest. What remains to be seen is who will be withdrawn. I've got 50 cents that says it's one player on a booking.
Yamazaki, no, he's not looking like someone that's going to come off.
It's going to be Villanueva who will make his exit.
Right position, wrong guy.
And interestingly, not one of the 3 players that are on a booking.
Danny Dicchio right now. Yamazaki's over getting some water. And I think Danny Dicchio maybe just reminding him subtly.
We need you to stay on the pitch.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions. 68th minute, no score. Loudoun United, Detroit City FC. Playoff scenarios everywhere on the line here today at Keyworth.
2 subs coming in for Loudoun United. The first is Cole Turner, who was questionable heading into this match with a lower body injury. The second player coming on is number 15, Riley Bidwa, a guy who has 4 goals on the season and international experience. He represented New Zealand in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Abu Kura's coming off. Abu Kura has been withdrawn.
Wow, that is a stunner.
Wow.
And guess who's the most stunned?
Abu Kura, he's got his hands out saying, why? Why is it me? And he's not happy. Gave his coach a handshake, but you can see him remonstrating on the sideline. He doesn't know why he's coming out of this game.
He is not happy about it at all.
No. Sat down with a thud on the bench. That is your 12-goal scorer being withdrawn on 68 minutes.
Man that touched up Detroit City for a brace back in the June matchup that Loudoun United won 3-2.
I gotta say, I'm stunned by that. Absolutely stunned by that substitution.
Montez Juve toe poked it through, and what's the call? It was over the line. Well, he did some artistry to keep that one in play. It turns out he did not. Partner, here we are, the 70th minute. The screws tighten a little more.
I'm really interested to see what Loudoun do now, bring in their talisman off, Abakura. I'm sorry, I'm stunned by that sub. Also, by the way, coming off, the second Loudoun player is Garrison Tubbs. He's made his exit.
Stephen Carroll way up, takes it away. Tried to find Juve, just overcooked it.
You know, that's smart by Juve. He knew he wasn't going to get there. Don't burn the Jets. Save the pace, just kind of pulled off it a little bit. So Bidwa is the front man for Loudoun United now. Amari Glasgow also kind of camping out on the wing.
Which he has a lot here in this second half on that right side.
It's almost like that football play where you hide somebody near the hash mark or the yard line markers.
Pretend they're not in the game.
Yeah.
He's on the floor with his first touch. Tingy intercepts it. City flying to the ball right now. Chapman over. Darren Smith took it away.
Don't let yourself get boxed in. Nice outlet pass there. Heavy touch.
Chapman called for the foul. He's not happy about it.
That's a tough decision. That one's a tough one. That is probably the loosest foul we've seen called tonight. So I can see why the City player not happy.
Cole Turner, who just came on, is from Maryland. Turner signed a homegrown contract with Philadelphia Union. Came up through the Union Academy.
Looks like Jordan Adebayo Smith is readying himself. So the managers on both sides not afraid to shuffle the deck. The question is, who does Adebayo Smith come in for? It might be, partner, that Darren Smith's race is won.
In the meantime, free kick coming up. Left wing, Loudoun United. That ball fizzed in. Stephen Carroll cuts it out. Will result in a corner for Loudoun United. 73rd minute, no score. Huge 3 points up for grabs in the Eastern Conference standings.
We're going to know a lot about how Danny Dichio wants to play the last 18 minutes by who comes out for Adebayo Smith after this corner.
Corner coming up towards the back post. Went all the way across. Mari Glasgow has it 1v1. Tommy McCabe. Big for Detroit City FC. That ball whipped in. Jay Chapman will play it away. Loudoun United moving way forward.
They're trying to pin City in here. They see some vulnerability, trying to compact the field, press City here.
And that pass along the right side, for and below. Couldn't catch up to it. Goes out for a goal kick.
And here we get the information about the sub for Adebayo Smith, and coming off.
Montez Juve coming off.
Oh my.
Jordan Adebayo Smith in.
Neil, I'm not a head coach. I don't get to make subs, but that one, just like Abukura coming off, Juve's the guy on your team that can take the team on the back and make a play all by himself. And you just took him out of the match.
And Smith back up to his feet. DCFC with the quick start, a little too quick. Stephen Carroll rolls it across midfield to Michael Bryant, right side. Yamazaki along that right touch line. Does work to keep it. Sends it back towards midfield. Carroll will ping one. Looking for LaFleur, and he overcooked it. It's out of play for a throw.
By the way, you know that Smith toe poke that we thought might be City's first shot on target? Not deemed a shot by the stat keepers. So City's still without an official shot on target 75 minutes into the match.
Mensa can control the header. Here comes Glasgow into the 18. He'll go across, left foot shot. What a stop by Herrera. Turned it away. Skundrich thought he had one for sure, and Carlos Herrera had other ideas.
Bookmark it. That's your save of the match. Leader in the clubhouse right now. Beautiful leave out wide. Gaping goal to work with. That's a great ball across, and Skundrich puts a boot into it. And Herrera had to make sure the hands were strong, read it, punched it. That's a point-blank shot, and Herrera palms it away.
Battle for the ball, and the throw will go to Loudoun right in front of the Loudoun United bench. Zingy comes up to toss it. John, this is the second time we've seen this. Loudoun United really kind of taking control here over the last 5 minutes.
And they've really compacted the field. City need to find a way to get a cutout here, set up a counter, do something to
upset the flow.
Yep.
Mensa.
Check your right side wing, man. There it is.
For Cedeno, a little too well done. Keeper Ryan Jack will grab it.
The draw still suits Loudoun United. They would clinch with a win, but the draw, they still have some scoreboard watching they can do. If Rhode Island or Indy draw in matches tonight, a draw would be good enough here for Loudoun.
The floor. Adebayo Smith. The floor on the left side. Adebayo Smith with it. Tries to send it to Chapman and just put a little too much on it.
He can't control. And Jack's gonna take time here.
John, for Detroit City, as you said, obviously draw is better than no points, but
the math, the draw doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
It doesn't really help you a ton. It doesn't help you as much as a normal draw, say in May, would help you.
Yeah. It's winning time.
And John, of course, Detroit City with more points could make a move towards that 6th spot, maybe even that 5 spot.
Try to make your playoff run a little bit easier. I'm not sure that I want to go against the 1 or 2 seed in the Eastern Conference right now. And I think nobody wants to go against Lou City. Here's promise.
Adebayo Smith making a run. Darren Smith to Adebayo Smith. Tries to step through.
Corner. Yes. Oh.
A goal kick awarded. I believe that was the right call from my angle. Looked like it last went off Adebayo Smith.
Partner, your eyes are better than mine. The glasses
Let's
are
see.
good. Let's see. Yep. Assistant referee got it right. Absolutely.
Right foot.
There.
Nope.
Off the shin.
Was that Tingy? Could have been Tingy. Well, that just goes to show you what a tough call that was. Jay Chapman having some words with Below right now.
Well, Below went hard into the bench trying to draw a foul. And I think Chapman may have had commentary on that particular move.
Floor tosses it in, gets it back. Passed into a double team. Below missed with Glasgow. Quick throw, LaFleur. Adebayo Smith.
You know what Loudoun's doing so well? Every time City's on the ball, Loudoun just muddying up the passing lanes, not allowing anything to get forward. City used the switch so well early, they've gone off it.
Here's Yamazaki with some space. He'll drive it in, but it's right at the chest of Ryan Jack, the keeper.
10+ stoppage to go. I would be willing to bet that the subs will look at about 4 at this point, assuming no other delays. So City's got to find a little bit of magic. They don't have an official shot on target all day. All it takes is 1 at this point. Put 1 in the back of the net, and nothing else will matter.
Jay Chapman with Adebayo Smith.
Tried to leave it, and Jay didn't see it coming. He was trying to leave it off to let Jay come in behind, maybe play a little 1-2, and Smith had his eye off the ball and then went for it, but went too late.
Tingy will throw it in eventually. Ref blows a whistle, tells him to get it going.
Have you noticed Loudoun taking a little bit out of the ball for the last couple of minutes? A little bit of air out the ball.
Cedeno slots it, looking for Adebayo Smith, and that was taken away perfectly by Tingy.
That's a really nice job by Tingy to step in there. And now a foul.
Ryan Jack, the keeper, will trot up. He'll put the boot to it.
Trot is the operative word. He is not moving with all due speed.
Drives this one down the pitch. Low with it. Glasgow turns against the floor. Hand fighting going on there. Skundrich gave it, went, and the floor took it away, but then Glasgow took it back, and then the floor took it back.
What is this, a game of hot potato?
Oh boy, that ball taken away from the floor. Crossed in, played away, Stephen Carroll. Carroll will just roll it over the Loudoun bench. As we move into the 84th minute, you can cut the tension here at Keyworth with a knife, John.
We thought it would be nice before the game, you and I, it would be nice for Detroit City if they could get a couple early goals and put some pressure on. Well, nothing's easy.
Ball sent in. Now it comes free. Tingy has it. Towards the top of the D. That shot will come in, and the toe poke by Skundrich. Played off the short hop by Herrera. Secures it to his chest. Skundrich had a couple opportunities here in the second half.
Didn't get enough on it there. Taps it. Boy, Detroit City FC, if they can't find a way to get all three here, they are, and that's going to be a foul, they are putting themselves behind the 8 ball, Neil, because they got to go to Charleston next week and Tampa Bay 2 weeks. And those are 2 tough road environments, by the way.
Note the match time next week at Charleston, 6 p.m. I have the call for you on CBS Detroit 50. 6 p.m. start time.
That's a change. Originally set for 7:30, moved up. That's a foul, so you're going to have a free kick here. Chance to throw it in a mixing bowl.
I'll tell you what, Brian Williams.
Yeah, we got somebody cramping up.
Mizaki, right away, he went down.
He's in some pain.
Trying to work it out. And Ryan Williams over with Cedeno. Mizaki trying to shake it out right now. Williams whips it in, was looking for Adebayo Smith, Stephen Carroll. So he's got to get back. Memento. The quick throw. Goes to Adebayo Smith. He fights through some contact. Adebayo Smith makes the turn, stops, crosses it. Nobody on the other side for City. Now it could be a counter for Loudoun. City does a good job getting back. Tommy McCabe on the left side. Ball fizzed in. Herrera makes the grab. Michael Bryant with the smoke coming from the supporter section on the northern guard side.
Headed toward Ryan Jack.
Toe poked up. Tingy making a run. Chapman was there to greet him and took it away. Partner, you talked about Loudoun United. The second City gets the ball, even in the final third, there's no mercy. Loudoun United
pressing hard. And City's had some heavy touches, Neil, and it's allowed the defenders really to set up that press. Final 2 subs for City getting ready to come in. Matt Sheldon, and I think the second sub will be Sebastian Guenzati.
Cedeno will come out. Yamazaki will come out. '88th minute. Still scoreless.
Yamazaki looks absolutely beat as he's making his way to the bench. He gave everything he had.
Definitely laid it all on the line here today.
100% effort from him.
Smith flicks it ahead. Adebayo Smith tries to make his move. Can't quite get the control. Darren Smith steps through with it. Guenzani's up with him. Darren Smith sent it across and tracking back and playing it away as Santos out for a corner.
Neil, he's got to shoot. I know it wasn't the best angle, but he's leaving it off into a crowded area. Here you are, the striker for Detroit City. You've got an angle, and you played it into 3 Loudoun United players. If you're not going to shoot, play it back, pick your head up.
Corner coming up for City, brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. Ball fizzed in, headed away. The floor comes up, touches it down. Michael Bryant, right side. 3 defenders out on him.
Look at that press. They just collapse right on the ball, set up a triangle.
Back to Bryant. Bryant will be shielded. And Bryant called for the foul. Bryant, I believe, got a booking, and he did.
I don't know that he got the booking for the foul. I think he might have gotten the booking for the aftermath.
Tingy upset. We are being told we're looking at unofficially 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Right about where I thought it would be. And Detroit City FC's got to find some magic amidst the setting sun here at Keyword Stadium.
Sun is definitely setting on the regular season. There's 2 matches left after tonight. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Herrera guiding everybody forward. Adebayo Smith comes flying in, took out Jay Chapman actually.
It's a shot for both of them. Look out.
And Amu Mensah goes down. Glasgow into the 18, the cross, and it's finished on the other side. And in stoppage time, Loudoun United takes a 1-0 lead.
Herrera wanted offside, not going to get it. Loudoun United's been running at Detroit City for most of the last 30 minutes. Amu Mensah goes down, gives the opportunity for the pass, and easily toe poked in behind Herrera.
Mari Glasgow had some joy on that right wing, and there you see locked up with Amu Mensah.
And once Devin goes down, you can pick your spot.
Glasgow did all the heavy lifting. The ball was easily tapped in. I believe that was Riley Bedois.
So the sub for Abukura makes his presence felt.
Bedois confirmed with the goal. Mari Glasgow, who's been a problem all afternoon into the evening long.
He has just lived on the near side wing for the entire second half. So Loudoun United, 2 minutes from clinching their first ever playoff berth as a club. As the reinvigoration of that club continues under new ownership, they'll come into Keyword Stadium and grit out 3 hard points unless City can find some magic.
Mensa heads it up. The dying moments of this match. Back line for Loudoun stands tall. Boy, and here comes Velo. Plays it across. Bidouin has it, and the stop is made by Herrera. The problem is it goes out for a throw all the way across the pitch.
And that will allow Loudoun to eat some more time. Minute to go. Everybody's gassed out there. Loudoun players hands on hips. And Dombrot is coming in. One final sub for Loudoun.
Dombrot coming in. Over towards the touchline. While being kept in the corner. Another throw coming up for Loudoun United.
And all they want to do now is run out the clock.
Robbie Dambrot. Father Keith Dambrot was a longtime college basketball coach, also the head coach at St. Vincent St. Mary's. A guy named LeBron James played there.
And we've got a booking for a Loudoun player taken down, committing the foul. Might be Bidouin. Check the card.
We are through the minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time. And this could be it for Detroit City. Herrera drives it down. Adebayo Smith trying to go across to Chapman. Chapman couldn't control it. Mensa with it. It has been a microcosm of the second half, though. Every time City's gotten some control, Loudoun United has been relentless with the pressure.
Just no passing lanes, no ability to go forward. It's been a clinic in defense in the second half.
LaFleur tried to get it in. It was cut out. And this will be a corner. And this could be it for Detroit City FC. Crowd on their feet here at Keyworth. Herrera will go up into the box as well. Everybody forward for Detroit City. Is there a little Keyworth magic left? Ball sent in, goes through everyone. Amu Mensah will track it down.
Got to cross it now.
LaFleur sends it in, bounces free. Ryan Williams shot blocked, cleared out. And the final whistle sounds, and Loudoun United gets a huge 3 points on the road here at Keyworth with a 1-0 victory over Detroit City FC.
And you see some of the hugs out on the pitch. Congratulations to Loudoun United. They will play in the USL Championship playoffs for the first time as a club. They came into Keyworth. First half was even, second half was not. They shut down Detroit City, did not allow them to get forward, got the late goal, earned their playoff spot, and they head to November with a ticket.
And Ryan Martin, tremendous job done, being named the head coach at Loudoun United. Built towards this moment, Loudoun United, as you said, John, into the playoffs for the first time. Job very well done. We will take our final break, come back and wrap this thing up. Loudoun United with a 1-0 victory here at Keyworth over Detroit City FC. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Two defenders.
In the
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Partner, thanks, Trey.
Welcome back in historic Keyworth Stadium. The visitors, Loudoun United, with maybe the biggest 3 points they've ever gotten during their time in USL Championship, as they have secured a spot in the USL Championship playoffs. Let's take a look at the highlights and see how it all played out.
After halftime, 0-0 going into the locker rooms in the 48th minute. Loudoun United comes out. Herrera plays it down. Loudoun United chipping it back in, and then all of a sudden, here's Abakura. He comes around, and from a tough angle, it's Herrera who needs to palm it away, and Abakura making his presence felt. 65th minute, shot of the match.
And our shot of the match brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And it was Atez Juve creating some havoc. And then off to the right side, Yamazaki had just a bit of an angle there to hit in the corner, but then sent it high and wide of the frame.
76 minutes, save of the match.
And our save of the match presented by Alumnify, and Herrera was not in a very admirable position, but he was able to turn away the attempt from Riley Bedois and kept it scoreless for the moment.
But Bedois wouldn't be silent for long, because in stoppage time, Glasgow on the wing, Devin Amumensa falls. That gives Glasgow time to pick his spot, and he finds Bedois just the wrong side of Herrera, and a tap in for the 3 points at playoff berth for Loudoun.
As we take a look at the full-time stats, and John, Detroit City FC certainly by no means eliminated from the playoff chase, but the road got a lot rockier.
It did indeed, and the damning number isn't the 0 goals, it's the 0 shots on target. You're playing at home in your home finale. You don't muster an official shot on goal, and now you got to go to Charleston and Tampa and hope some other teams lose on the other way. Tough road for City.
Absolutely. So for the final time, that will do it here at Keyworth. For our entire broadcast crew and our producer John Safaro, my broadcast partner John Krieger. We'll see you back at historic Keyworth Stadium next year, everyone. But the show rolls on. Detroit City FC at Charleston next Saturday, 6 p.m. CBS Detroit 50. We will have it for you. My name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, 1-0. Loudoun United gets the win over Detroit City FC. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.